Are the NDSU Bison on their way to Frisco for the 5th straight year in a row? It is absolutely stunning.
Attempting to, as hard as it is to even say that.
That's what I mean. I mean, it's just absolutely stunning to be in this conversation, especially with some of the challenges they've had. So here's my question for you. Richmond coming into the Dome for the first time, so hard to replicate the 12th man Bison Nation, no matter where you're at. If the Spiders are going to win Friday night, what's the key to their success?
Well, according to their head coach, Danny Rocco, we got some sound from him this week from the Richmond stations, and he says it flat out that the only way to really beat NDSU is to get the ball into that end zone so that you can shut up the fans. He's like, that's your only chance to even have a chance in the Fargo Dome, is to get it down the field as quickly as possible and put it in the end zone to really pull them out of the game. He actually said that.
Well, I think in theory that sounds great, but if you watch this defense over the past 2 weeks, getting in the end zone is not an easy task.
No, it's certainly not, and they're well aware of that. I mean, they are certainly aware of NDSU and what they bring to the game. Coach Rocco also mentioning that a big part for the Bison is the fact that they're not interested in scoring 52 points to win a football game. Their main focus is, he says, you know, own the clock, own the ball, and own the game as a result of all of that. And so they're prepared for that battle. I think they've had a little bit of experience, though, having now played Illinois State, having seen a Missouri Valley football team. And while Illinois State and NDSU are very different football teams, they're at least aware of some of that physicality that NDSU will bring to the table, because I think everybody has realized that that's a Missouri Valley-wide kind of concept and aspect.
You just kind of read my mind, because I think most people look at the Missouri Valley Conference and say, you want to get in a street fight, we're going to win that match every single time. And yet you look at the stats from last week where you had these guys against Illinois State. They held Copperidge to 30 yards on 14 carries.
Chris,
Robertson to 36 yards.
I don't know if you actually got to watch that football game.
I did.
Okay, did it look like Illinois State was there to play a football game, or did it look like they were excited to probably host NDSU the next weekend? I don't think that looked like a football team that came out to play it all, and then all of a sudden they couldn't run the football, and all of a sudden they were trailing, and they look up in the clock and they say, well, we've battled teams 3/4 of a game year round, and then fourth quarter comes around and we own this, no problem. And I think they had a rude awakening, because then all of a sudden they couldn't run the ball. They had to go to throwing the ball, and it didn't work. Surprise, surprise, Illinois State. But
I mean, Copperidge and Robertson are not a couple of slouches.
But they played like them.
So here's my point.
I think Richmond is good. I think Richmond had a game plan. They stuck to it, and they won that way. But I don't think they got Illinois State. I don't think they got the team that is co-Missouri Valley football champions. I don't think they saw national championship in 2014. You know what I mean? That wasn't the Redbirds that everybody has seen. And now, I've been aware, because I talk to their technical director every week, because he comes up and helps us with our broadcast, and he said all year long that they were an inconsistent football team. All year long, he said, if this comes down to Bison, Illinois State again, Bison win this one, because they're an inconsistent football team. And I think you saw the true value of that inconsistency last week.
So let's just hypothetically say this happens against the Bison, where they stuff Frazier.
But I don't think they do.
You don't think they have any chance of doing that?
I think that they'll present some challenges, but I think in the end that Bison football is going to win out. They're going to wear them down. I think it's going to be pressure building. I think Richmond's going to get exhausted. They say that they've played in some big atmosphere with James Madison, but it's a totally different situation. And plus the Bison I've had the privilege of sitting down with alumni and some recent alumni the last several weeks with these Proceed Player Roundtables that we do. And I have to tell you that talking to these guys, they can't say enough about that playoff atmosphere and how different it is. I had a sore throat for 3-4 days after Saturday's game, because I was trying to scream to talk to Brian Shawn sitting next to me in the press box on Saturday. And we were literally, it's not cozy up there. I mean, it is cozy up there. There's not a lot of space. We're shoulder to shoulder, and we couldn't hear each other. And we're in the press box up above everyone. I mean, it was loud, and I don't think Richmond will be able to handle that. I think we've seen time and time again what the Bison can do to a team that has never played in the Fargo Dome before.
The 12th man, I think, is a variable that nobody can explain.
Look at New Hampshire. Even Coastal Carolina last year or 2 years ago, when they came in again for the second time, they still couldn't handle it.
I know.
I mean, it's you just can't compete with it.
Find out best prediction to the game Friday night, 6
I don't
p.m.
predict.
right here. There's going to be no
He's
POV
lying
that
to
night
you.
because of the Farmers Union Insurance Bison
I
football
never predict.
pregame show from 6 to 7 p.m. We'll walk you right up to game time. Beth, though, has got a great group of guys for the Proceed Players Roundtable discussion. Then, of course, 7 p.m. on ESPN Deuce, I believe, correct?
ESPN 2.
All right, stay with us when we come back. We're going to get to your points of view. As always, join our conversation. Very easy to do. Text us, email us. We'll show you how here in just a second. We'll be right back.